What is up? Welcome to another video on how to get your drums to sound massive and edgy and exciting inside of GarageBand. If you haven't yet, go grab my Ultimate Vocal Preset Bundle. I personally made this preset bundle for your vocals. There's over 30 presets in there for EQ, compression, and saturation. If you're a little confused on how to get a great sounding vocal, these presets are really going to get you there because it comes with a free training video that shows you how to put them into your computer so that you can access them super easily inside of GarageBand. And also it shows you how to manipulate them and change them slightly to fit any of vocals that you have. This preset bundle really does kind of fast track you to starting to understand how to mix vocals and how to make stuff sound like it should be on the radio. So go grab that. It's at www.cellardoorsound.co/free presets, or just click the link in the description. All right, so right into it. Massive sounding drums. All right, so what I'm about to show you is very, very simple. The first thing that you have to understand when doing this trick is to mix your drums as you normally would. So get your kick and your snare and your toms and your overhead and hi-hat all sounding nice and full and balanced like a real drum kit. And then you are going to do this process on top. And what we're going to do is called parallel compression. So parallel compression is basically taking two of the same source. So let's just say you have drums that you've already mixed, and then we're going to have a second layer of drums that's really, really compressed, and we're going to mix those two together to add some excitement to the drums. So in this session, I already have the kick, snare, toms, overhead, and hi-hat all mixed. I'm just going to play a little bit so you can kind of hear how they sound. All right, get the picture. Everything's balanced. It sounds like a real drum set. I've got some panning going on. Sounds really nice. So in GarageBand, it's a little bit difficult to get parallel compression in a simple way. So I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest way that you can achieve this. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to bounce these drums. So if you have a whole session, you would solo all your drums. We'll just go ahead and do that right now. And make sure it's just the drums. So push play and, make sure just your drums are coming out. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to go to GarageBand up here and then Preferences and then go to Advanced. This is very, very important. There's this setting that comes stock on GarageBand and it says Auto Normalize, Export Projects at Full Volume. So you want to turn this off. This is basically going to use some limiting and some stuff to basically get everything to be loud. And we don't really want that because we want our drum sound to be exactly what we're hearing right now. So we're going to turn this auto normalize off, get out of that. Okay, so in the next thing that we're going to want to do is make sure that you have this little cycle guy going all the way from the beginning and the end of your song. So we're capturing the whole thing from start to finish. To do this, you basically would just click where you want it to start and then move it all the way to the end and make sure that's highlighted yellow. Now we're going to go to Share, Export Song to Disk. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to name this Drums Bounce. And we are going to put this on the desktop. And you want to make sure Wave is selected. And we're going to do uncompressed 24-bit because that's what this session is. And then we're going to say export cycle area. So this is the cycle area that we did, this yellow. And now we're going to export. All right, perfect. So now we want to find that drum channel or that drum export. So I'm going to go to my Finder. And I've got my drums bounce that I just exported. And we're going to click and drag that into our session. Make sure it's at the beginning. Okay, perfect. So now let's actually turn all these off, and I'm just going to solo just this drums bounce. And you can hear it sounds just like what we had before. Cool. I'm going to name this Drums Compressed. All right. And then now we're going to double click. This drum's compressed. I'm going to turn off this input of my microphone so we don't hear it jumping up there. We're going to go down to compressor, grab our compressor here. So we're going to turn this on, and I'm going to set the ratio around 7:1. So this is pretty heavy compression. It's definitely what we want. And then I'm going to turn our attack down to about 10 milliseconds. We want a really just fast attack. And then I'm going to push play, and I'm going to start compressing, and I'm going to be looking at these dots right here, which this is just our gain reduction. And I'm going to go shoot for about the middle here, a little under the middle. Let's try it. Perfect. So that obviously sounds really intensely compressed. It's not something that we would really want out of our drums. But the beauty of this is now that we have that sound, I'm going to go to our drums compressed here, and I'm going to turn it all the way down. I'm going to turn off solo so we can hear everything, and I'm going to push play and slowly mix this compressed version of our drums into our normal drum sound that we have. All right, so that sounded pretty good. I'm gonna move our cycle to where we can hear the snare. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna mute it so we can hear the drums just as they are, and then I'm gonna turn it on so we can hear the difference. All right, and let's turn it on. That's a huge difference. The excitement of the drums came up. They sound louder and fuller and big, but we're not getting any clipping or anything like that. And it really just creates this glue to the kit that is so nice. So nice that I just want to hear it again. So I'm gonna turn this back on. I'm just gonna turn it off and on. You can see me muting and unmuting, so you can really hear the difference here. So we're starting off. So good. It's just so good. I love parallel compression on drums. Again, it just adds so much excitement, and it's awesome. So hopefully that was beneficial to you. I would love to see you try this on your own music. And don't forget to go grab my Ultimate Vocal Preset Bundle. Over 30 presets for EQ, compression, and saturation. It also comes with a free live training video that shows you how to put these presets into GarageBand so that you can use them on your vocals, and how to manipulate them and understand how EQ and compression all work on vocals. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you next week on the next video. Peace, guys.